What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gung-Fu Super Bros podcast.
Doesn't start till you
the number
start.
one podcast for Kung Fu martial arts movies and pop culture. Hey guys, what episode is this?
69.
That's why I was laughing so hard at the beginning. Pew, 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 pew. Right. Hey, Marcus, say hi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Enrique.
Hey, what's up?
Super Producer Stevens.
Hello.
And remember, my name is Ivan. Did we have any fun 69 facts?
Yes. I mean, none that I can
look,
talk
but
about.
I'm nervous.
To this.
I'm nervous to look.
You're nervous to look. You typed in fun 69 facts and it fucked up your computer. Just don't do it at work, Stevens. You'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, hey, you two, Stevens and Abarca, you guys traveled to the land of scariness, as I can tell by the table. Where were you guys at this past weekend?
We got to go to Midsummer Scream. Midsummer Scream. Hey, people at home, I'm sorry. Like, the levels are going to be all over the place. They want to say it's one of the largest horror themed conventions in the US. We got fooled last year because we went to a Florida one and they're like, this is the biggest horror themed convention in the state. And I was like, how small are the other ones? Because this thing is tiny. Is that
the one where you saw Murray?
Yeah. Where was there? Sending all sorts of autographs. So yes, Midsummer Scream was at the Long Beach Convention Center. It's night and day because 2 weeks ago we were at San Diego Comic-Con where they had like 100,000 people roll in, but very efficiently. And they were like, hey, if you got to go get your proof of vaccine or your test, go to that line, get a bracelet. That bracelet, we know that you're good. Mm-hmm. This line, if you've never been to Long Beach shares a parking lot for like everything, it seems, right? It's like if you want to park, if you want to go to the Pike or you want to go to the restaurants that are on the ocean, there's a whole parking lot for that. But there's also outlets and they show that parking lot. And the convention center that shows that parking lot. Mm-hmm. The aquarium shows that one.
That's true. Yeah.
So we went early. We're like, yeah, we'll get there. We'll pick up we didn't have anything to pick up because everybody had tickets. It was sold out. Everybody had a digital ticket.
Oh, okay.
So we get there and like, what is that giant line? And we're like, oh, that's the line to get in. And it goes from the front of the convention center and I'm not kidding, 8 to 10 blocks.
Why?
If everybody has a ticket, yeah.
Yes, 8 to 10 blocks.
What was the holdup?
So that's what we're all thinking. What the hell's a holdup? Oh, they must be doing rigorous
COVID testing.
No. Oh, they must be doing rigorous security tests. No.
Monkeypox testing.
I don't know. So we went to go get Starbucks and then came back and the line was a little shorter. Essentially,
I don't think it was a little shorter. I think they moved it.
They moved it.
So
but
we were deceived.
The end of the line was in front of the theater next to the convention center.
Okay.
But it went downhill past the hotel, past these other businesses, and then it would like serpentined in the theater part.
Because that part of Long Beach has all those little ins and outs and kind of like, yeah. Okay. Wow.
Okay, so we get
and it was like queuing up over on the theater side and stuff.
Yeah.
And we waited probably 2 hours.
Ooh.
And we got to the front for something that everyone in line already had tickets for. Like you weren't waiting to purchase tickets. You were literally scanning something on your phone.
Moving on.
One set of doors and they had like 4 security things. But the security was not the holdup because the security was using the ones that you can walk through with your bags. And if there's something in there, it kind of goes off and do bag check. They were doing that. Yeah. But the holdup was literally there was maybe 8 people that were scanning tickets. And then they had you put wristbands on.
And that took that long?
Yes.
The wristbands, I bet you was...
and they're mingled.
But it's thousands of people in line.
They give you the wristbands. You do it yourself. They don't do it. I hate when they put it on you and they're like, it's like the tightest one. I'm like, my dude, I'm not going to sell it. Like, it's a one-day thing.
Yeah.
So, I kid you not. So, it went from the front of the theater and it went all the way past across the bridge. Mm-hmm. There's like these little elevator, like there's an elevator and there's stairs to go up.
So you can cross the street over to like the restaurants and stuff.
I can see the Queen Mary. I'm like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
it's a Queen
You
Mary.
walk past, like we had to walk past the entrance and you're like, it's deceiving because you're like, we're almost there.
You're
No,
like,
that
oh,
shit
no.
went probably another
There's another hour.
another, yeah, it was like another
But the spruce goose
45
isn't there,
minutes.
right?
No, it's been gone for
God
a while.
damn it. That's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
how long did it take you to get in?
2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
What?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was awful.
Boo!
It-
You should have went to Midsummer's Night Cream. You would have got it quicker.
The biggest little porn convention in California?
In California, bro. You probably wouldn't have waited in line that long. Wow, man, that kind of sucks. So you lose a good chunk of your day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what sucked is like they've always had line issues. But we've gone before and you go like, cause it opens at 11 and we've gone. So we got there about noon and we thought, okay, I thought it won't be that bad. Cause that time most of the people are in already, you know, we wait a little bit. No, like it was like that before they opened. People that could get in at 10 that bought the fancy pass, they weren't letting them at 10.
Whoa, that sucks.
Like it was not good. And lots of comments about people who were waiting outside and couldn't get in. And there was like a lady who commented that she was having lots of people passed out in the sun. Like it wasn't that hot because it's Long Beach.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Just like,
But
we
there-
walked by people though that were
yes.
seeing the nurse and
There are
stuff. So
people-
like it was
There's
okay.
the horror fan.
Chibo.
The horror fan.
the horror fans.
They're
Motherfuckers
gods.
are always in black.
Exactly. They're all
Oh,
gods.
but
Yeah.
they're not in the sun.
They're all not in the sun. So their little
So this-
Victorian umbrellas did not help them at all.
Everybody has lace on it and
The
shit.
80 degrees was not like it was
You
warm,
shouldn't have been
but it
dressed
wasn't.
as a steampunk character in that heat or some
Yeah,
shit.
it was a little crazy. Well, and I did feel bad for people in costume because they like most of them
Committed,
are.
though.
Committed. Damn, bro. Imagine like that Godzilla you showed me last week in that heat. Just like trying
Oh,
to-
no. Hell no. I'd be dragging that. Like I wouldn't be walking.
Okay, so it takes a long time to get in. That sucks. And you know what? One thing, and now that I am older, I do notice that when the sun starts hitting me, especially if I'm not doing something, I'm fucking annoyed by it. If that makes any sense,
that's
right?
the
Like if I'm rocking and we're going, you're at the beach, you can jump in the water. Like, okay, I'm not thinking about it. I'm good. But if I'm just standing there,
You're just in line
bro, I hate
waiting
it.
to get in somewhere.
oh my gosh, I hate it. So you guys get in though, and how is it once you get inside?
It's good. It's split up into like a vintage Halloween museum. Upstairs, they have a giant panel room.
Okay.
To the sides, they got smaller panel rooms. So you go in. So
Did people miss panels because they couldn't get?
Yep.
yes,
Oh, piss me off, dude. If it was like the panel I wanted to go
except
to.
if there's a lady named Christine McConnell who is she's like horror Martha Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Her panel was the first thing to go. First thing, a whole bunch of people missed it. Like I know she has a huge following.
That sucks. That blows. We're just talking to the ghost guys. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Because they're real.
So, of the things you saw there, though, we have some
Yes.
fun stuff there. What were some of the things, highlights, things that you liked?
You can see old school horror actors. I got to meet Greg Nicotero, who does special effects for The Walking Dead. He's one of the owners of K&B Effects, who's done Kill Bill, Dances with Wolves.
Oh, wow.
He was original Day of the Dead. Worked on Dawn, I think, as a young kid. Super nice. I met him at the end of the day, and I'm getting, hey, picture, yeah. And I'm standing up. He's like, you know what? Just have a seat.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Bill Moseley, who's Chop Top from Texas Chainsaw 2.
Okay.
He's there. We had the grandpa and now the new Herman Munster.
No, it's cool.
They're promoting their thing. The siblings, the daughters, sons, and grandkids of Bela Lugosi,
dope.
of Lon Chaney, Lon Chaney Jr. So they had a whole panel. Kirk Hammett from Metallica did that one, but guess what? I was outside, so I didn't get to see Kirk Hammett or the Monster Kids.
That sucks.
A lot of like mom and pop kind of shops.
Etsy shops.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Kind of Etsy.
Okay.
I do horror stuff. And then there's the SoCal haunts. So they're getting ready. They're like, hey, we've got Dinko the Clown, and he can murder you in this park. So come and see us in La Habra. Kind of stuff.
That sentence doesn't make no fucking sense to me whatsoever because you could probably get murdered at La Habra anyways. You don't even go to Clown to fucking do it.
But Dinko the Clown is dressed in costume and he's got an army of little kids and I'm like, yeah, Dinko.
Shit. Okay. All right.
The haunted hayride is there. So they've got their scare actors and promoting the hayride. Oh, guess what's coming, guys? You big fans of Shaq? Hell yeah. Shacktoberfest.
What? Okay, what does that even mean?
He's got his own horror thing in Southern California.
We kind of have to fucking go to this.
Shaq? Like Shaq?
Yes.
Shaq, yes.
What other fucking
Here, let me
Shaq,
show
bro?
you.
No, the other Shaq, dog. Fucking Shaq are you thinking about?
Bill Shaq.
Like, there's only one Shaq, bro.
Yes. Shacktoberfest. He had a panel. Guess what? Missed that.
Oh, okay.
So
So
he wasn't there. He had the video. He's like, Southern California. I like the Long Beach. You ready for Shacktoberfest?
He's tell me how much.
So what is this thing?
Bro, you put a name, you put a monster thing, and guess what? Crazy people will go.
It's a con? It's a con?
It's a haunt. No, it's a haunt.
He's got like his
It's a Halloween
like
festival?
so these giant letters were there.
Well, people that are there.
So
no,
you could
they
take
had- they had
pictures
a-
with like literally giant letters. I stood next to the pumpkin.
giant
and
pumpkin.
The pumpkin.
It's an escape room, but you have to hit a free throw to get out.
Oh no.
I kind of want to see what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Long Beach?
I don't know where it's not. I don't think it's in Long Beach. There's a company called 13th Floor Entertainment, and they own a whole bunch of haunts. So they put on Haunted Hayride. They put on, I think we talked about it last year. They put on a thing called Delirium,
Yes.
where it's a building where you're a watcher and there's a story happening in front of you.
This is taking over the thing that was at the Queen Mary.
Oh,
So this is gonna be at the Queen Mary. Come on,
I've done the haunt at the Queen Mary
let's
before.
go.
That's a
Oh,
creepy ass fucking.
You've done the night thing.
Yeah.
he's okay.
And then you go into a room and it's just a DJ. Maybe Shaq fucking throws the EDM up, bro.
Maybe he will. He is a DJ.
He is a DJ, but that actually was a very cool and terrifying fucking thing because the boat lends itself to be scary already, and then they fucking make it horrible.
I mean,
and
I'm
then-
down. Ghosts aren't real anyways, so.
Okay.
Why you talking so much shit, bro?
They're
You're
not
the
real,
first one to
bro.
fucking die.
They're not real, bro.
Okay, when you bring back a ghost, fool.
Ghost bus.
Oh,
When you bring one back, bro. That's what I'm saying.
so then you've got like there's escape rooms. You're talking about escapes, but there's people that have escape rooms. A guy's like, hey, we have a brand new escape room. You're in the room with a witch, and you're like, wait, like Bruja de 71? It's like, no, this lady. And you're like, what the and it's just it's like this witch character, just gray skin, greasy hair.
Hey, fuck that. Nope.
And I don't know if she tells you hints. She's like, don't grab that book.
Dude, the Queen Mary one's cool. I mean, it is actually a cool one.
Universal people were there, and the Weekend's got a haunted house now.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
I heard
about
about that. Hey, are they doing something for Nope?
it.
They have
They have Jupiter's claim.
they took
there.
the set.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I think they're
David
just
Best,
gonna
y'all
put.
gave me the cough.
I think they're just going to because it's on the tram tour.
Yeah.
I think that will be part
You'll
of
get
their
off
walkthrough
and have to
thing.
walk through it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does you watch the movie? So
Yeah.
Can they make that work?
The alien's gonna touch your butt. Watch out.
I'm in. We're gonna get monkey
Monkeypox.
Well, the only problem will be actually that would want to. If that's the case, I would want to go to that first because Nope is all in the day.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah, Jupiter's Claim looks like a old timey rodeo fair. What I saw looks just like Jupiter's Claim. Yeah,
Well, it is Jupiter's Claim.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
It's
yeah.
the set.
it works.
They moved from Santa Clarita to the backlot. at Universal.
Now, are you saying like the alien part of it?
well, I don't know what the alien.
That's what I
part
mean.
of it
So
is.
that's why I don't want to.
we haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
without
I
saying
don't-
too much, I don't want to fuck it up.
I don't think that they are gonna have that. It's part of the transfer.
They won't because of what it is.
Yeah.
But everything leading up to that, the sounds, you can totally make it work.
I think yes.
Yeah.
I think the.
But we have to do it during the day.
Because the movie's during the day. There's very little happens at night.
Oh.
That's one of the things he wanted to really work on is how to terrify people
in the daytime.
in the daytime.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it'd be kind of, I mean, I would tell you watch the movie because if you don't watch the movie, it's fuck. But if you watch it, it would be kind of cool to do it while the lights are out. But now the rest of the tram tour though probably wouldn't be as cool. So it's kind of that. Because didn't it stop multiple times last time we went?
You get off, but then you walk through.
Yeah, and then you get back on. Don't you do it more than once?
I don't think it's gonna be part of the scare tram. No, it's just it's part.
But isn't it right there where isn't it by the plane? Isn't it next to that?
That's behind. It's I feel like it's you know what it's next to? Family.
Maybe.
It probably is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you go there and then you go like,
so
we escaped.
So
and
that might not be something.
I don't even think. Here's the thing. I don't even think they have an attraction for that. It's just here's the set, and you're like, oh yeah.
And people that know what it is or whatever. Yeah. It'll be cool though. I mean, I was excited when I heard
there get the cops.
I missed the Us one when it was there. I didn't do that one, and that.
Did we not hit it?
No, we didn't, man.
We ran out of time.
Yeah, because
we'll be good this year though.
Yeah, we'll be good.
That house was creepy.
Well, it looked just like the fucking thing at the beginning of the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, still haven't watched No?
No.
Okay. I forgot to talk about last week.
It's super hot. I don't want to leave the house.
Oh my dude, I feel so bad for my little guy because he's been inside the whole day, but I'm just kind of like, see you later because you're still inside when I go. Like it's so goddamn hot. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But okay. So what was the coolest thing you saw then? Top notch. What was it?
The coolest thing.
I think you enjoyed them.
Oh, well, here's the thing. The awesome part about this convention is that there's the floor where you walk on, and then there's like the other half of the convention center, and they let haunters come in to create their own
mini haunts. Like a teaser for what they're gonna do or whatever.
Hey, we're gonna be in again, we're La Habra.
We're Shacktoberfest. Check it out. But I mean,
yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Inside there, one of the coolest things was they built the facade, the front of the house to Michael Myers' house.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, this is cool. Yeah. And all of a sudden, what I'm telling you is like they built the house inside this place. So it didn't look super cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a pumpkin in front and the pumpkin's pulsating. All of a sudden the light on the porch starts blinking. And then in the windows, they're projecting the silhouettes of what's happening inside the Myers house. So you see little Michael Myers put on the mask, kills a sister. And then it cuts to Dr. Loomis and the sheriff. And they're like, should we tell everybody?
Yeah.
Like, no, he's got the black eyes and blah, blah, blah. And then you see Michael Myers
chasing
Laurie inside. And like you're like, oh, it just ended, right? So everything turns off. And then the door, light. Like the porch light gets more intense in the door. And then Michael Myers is just standing there. And then you hear the sound with the mask on. So he's like,
yeah.
That's cool. Terrifying. That's fucking cool.
And then next door they have like a little like the stairs, and you see little Michael Myers, and then like a television advertising the haunt,
whatever, okay.
And the giant Judith Myers tombstone.
That's cool. That's dope. Stevens, what was it for you? What was highlight?
That was also my highlight, but because he took that one, in the haunt also, because the other part is just the other part is all like it's little stores, right? So I mean, you're just buying stuff or whatever. There was some cool stuff, but in the haunt part, so like when you first walk in, you're walking in like a neighborhood kind of. So it's not the haunts; they're just house fronts that are decorated for Halloween. So that's really cool. And then we got to I think there's one haunt, and then you do the Michael Myers thing. But in the middle of that, so because every house kind of goes around. And then in the middle of that, they set up like a cemetery. And I liked the way that was decorated because it looks cool. So like it's just a concrete floor, but they put leaves on the ground, and they put there's
like an open crypt.
There you go. I was trying to think. I was like, it's not
that
coffin,
has a ghost just kind of standing there floating.
Yeah, it was, and that was cool. Like there was a lot. I like the decorations because that's the part that I'm, especially this year for some reason, that's the part I want to do. Like I want to do the front of the house. So.
Ooh, Steve's gonna have a haunt. She gonna have that cool house. She gonna have the house you want to go trick or treating to.
Not really a cool house, but
in this thing, they like made like this giant cathedral. that had like a giant kind of bat monster.
It's very
looking down
cool.
on you.
Churches have always been terrifying to me. I mean, not even like speaking to that, like they have always been terrifying to fucking me because
They're terrifying to me now.
Well, no, but
The architecture is
it's
a little creepy,
right?
yeah.
And then in Mexico, they're so bloody. And after after being learned in college and figuring out that they actually did that to Mexican churches to make it more sacrificial, like what the Aztecs and the Mayans and all the tribes were doing. So that's why the Jesus has the blood coming out of the thorns and all that. I'm like, God damn, like shit, I get it, but still that's terrifying as fuck. Like when you walk into that and like they'll have like the old ass statues and stuff, and you're just like, It was like that's rough.
So this morning,
You went to church?
Just remember, no. So
You went to the dentist?
The podcast, no, tomorrow. The podcast that I listened to in the mornings, he was talking about.
Well, there's only one podcast.
I
It's the
listened
number one
to
podcast
us,
for pop
but
culture.
we're only one a
Specialized in
week.
Kung Fu.
Like I
God
listen to that
damn.
on Mondays.
Yeah. See, this is a podcast.
But I listen to a lot. As
Me too,
you
though.
all do, so
me
I
too,
don't know
though.
why you're giving me shit right now.
I'm a podcast whore.
But he said today is the I'm going to say it wrong. The Virgin of Los Angeles, right?
La Virgen de Los Ángeles?
Yes, that is today. And so he was talking about, it was either today or yesterday because he just recently
El
said.
Día de la
But he was
Virgen de Los
talking
Ángeles.
it
about
would be that,
the story of how the girl finds the La Negrita
Whoa.
on a
Whoa.
rock. Well, that's what it is, right? But so like it's because it's the black version of the Virgin Mary, and she takes it back to her house, and then the next day it's back on the rock, and she never touched it or whatever. So they take it and she gives it to some priests or something, and then it ends up back on the rock,
She's
and they're like,
boiled in
"What the
oil.
hell is this?" So, and then this became
Burned as a witch.
so.
dare you talk- Wait.
Is this a thing? Like
It is
I
totally
have
a
never
thing
heard.
Because for La Virgen de Guadalupe, instead of a female, now it is an Indian male who did not want to become Catholic, who one day goes up to the desert, and in the middle of the desert, he finds a blooming rose bush, and the Virgin appears. And if you go to Mexico City right now, they have a plaque, and they're like, "It happened right here." And then he sees the Virgin Mary, and he goes back and he tells not the priest, the
bishop.
no, what are they? A monk. Yeah, I think it was monks. And he tells them, "Hey man, I saw her." And they're like, "You wouldn't, you beaner." And they're like, and then he goes, "No, I did." And they're like, "Get the hell out of here."
These are the Lord's sheeps.
And he goes back, and and the Virgin tells him like, "Hey, take these roses back, and then they'll believe you." And he's like, "Oh, that's a great idea." So he puts them in his sack or whatever, and then and he like opens it up, and when he opens it up, the Virgin Mary's there. Ta-da! So that's kind of interesting that it's a very similar story to the one that you're saying, but in this time it's a rock.
It was a statue of like the black version of the Virgin.
That's interesting.
And,
oh yeah,
and it
known as La
kept,
Negrita.
yeah, and it kept going back to the rocks, and so they
It's
ended
Costa
up.
Rica's patron saint.
Oh, okay.
So La Virgen de
So-
Guadalupe is Mexican's patron saint, right?
It was just a cool story, and I was like, why have I not ever heard of this? Like,
Because you're not Catholic.
I guess.
Because don't they have saints for everything? Like there's a saint for there's a saint that like people that are thieves and robbers. Like there's a saint for that, right? They have their patron saint. Like there's patron saints for everything.
It was just cool, and I was like, wow, I need to ask about this, and I forgot about it until something.
Well,
clicked
don't
in my
ask
head.
us.
Apparently,
You're asking the wrong one.
I knew one story. I knew the one I was supposed to know, the Mexican one, but that's about it, dude. And then my grandma, she was talking to her. But yeah, they all have that like little story to them for sure. But okay, continue
Sorry,
things
I
that
did
creep
not
me
mean
out. No, things that creep me out. Enrique, when you lived in Texas, would bugs squeal all night long? Did you guys? What are they called?
cicadas. He's talking about cicadas.
Did you guys have cicadas?
I don't think so.
Do you know them by the rather sus name Chiggers?
I thought you were gonna say the other one.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, también el otro, the one you used to tie the little string on.
Well, are those
the
are
beetles? Those are beetles,
My
right?
dad didn't call them beetles.
Oh, I know. Beetles, yeah. There was a lot of beetles.
No. But so I visited North Carolina. I forgot to talk about
Or
this.
are these where
I
around
never saw
water?
them. I only heard them.
They're big in Florida, and I imagine Carolinas because he's had them. I think they're more eastern than Texas.
Okay.
Yeah,
No?
I don't think so.
So
Unless
these
around
things-
water, maybe. Around
What are they
lakes.
called again?
Cicadas.
Cicadas. Look them up. They're big moths.
Yeah,
And I could never see them though.
they
I
rub their
truly never
legs
saw 'em.
together or something to make the noise or
You know what
something like
grasshopper
that.
is?
Yeah, I think so.
Or cricket.
Crickets.
They're all
No, it does not sound like that. It sounds like death is coming for you, but all day long.
No, it sounds like that.
No, I want you to.
No, honestly, dude,
That's what it sounds like.
I couldn't fucking do it because it scared me. Like
a snake?
No, not a rat.
It's like a white noise. It's very much like a white noise kind of thing.
Like static?
So get out of here, Peter.
Yeah. That's what they were telling me. They're like, you're in the shower.
Oh, a white noise. My bad. How do you spell cicada? CH?
No, Cicada, I think.
Cada. Oh, look. It's the first fucking video.
I don't know why we're looking it up. And Enrique can just put in the video here.
Well, just so you can... Oh, sorry, and I can't talk about that. I can't do the commercial. But anyways, these things would go all day long.
Yeah.
And you can't fucking see them though.
Mm-mm.
It's so weird. Mm-hmm. That shit scared the hell out of me.
Well, aren't these the bugs that dig themselves and then like 14 years later, they come back from the dead?
What you talking about it? Wait, is that what it is?
Yeah, they're like...
They hibernate for like a really long time.
Many years. And they're like, hey, surprise, we're back. Shh.
Make the sound, fool. Okay, well, look it up, dude. It's gross, though. But it just,
He goes...
it's just very sassy the whole time. Yeah, but that shit was gross. So that's more of a Eastern thing than it is a down south thing.
I think so. Okay. I think it's like what do you call it? Like rainforesty type climate,
like swampy swamp areas.
No,
like with the water, lots of green because Texas is more desert, right? So I think it's
just flat.
Yeah, I think it's...
Well, recently you had your nephew slash godson come and visit for a week, right? So this is the second time coming to California?
Yeah, last 2 years.
Okay, so he's come out. So, I mean...
He's been here before, but by himself.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Coming by himself.
This time with bigger spurs.
Shout out to Albert.
All right, shout out to Albert. If you're listening out there, man, it was nice to meet you. Albert slash... Jorge slash George, whatever his name is, which is funny because I guess so. What is it? Everybody calls him.
Everyone calls him George,
but his first name is actually Albert.
His first name is I think. I
learned. You didn't baptize this fool.
It was a long time ago.
Do you say what is it? Do you what to the devil?
Do you renounce Satan? I
think his legal name is Jorge Alberto.
That makes much more sense than
Albert George. That's why I was kind of confused when he was explaining to me because I thought he was trying to tell me that it was Albert George and I'm like,
no, he said George Albert.
Jorge Alberto. Okay,
you know how they text it up.
but everybody calls him George. But you know him as Albert.
I just call him Albert. I always have.
Okay, interesting. So, and I was explaining this to him.
I used to call him Albertito when he was little.
Oh, well, kind of like you do your younger brother. You still do that, right? But for my dad, I didn't know this. I didn't figure this out until I think I was in high school. The godfather and godmother, the godparents, would pick the name, regardless of whatever names were already in the family. So my dad's name that I knew since birth was Luis.
Yeah.
And I always knew him as Luis because that was his name. But I have a Tío Luis who is older than my dad. Well, I had a Tío Luis who was older than my dad. So then when I would get to Mexico, I remember I'm walking around and they keep like, Rafael, who the fuck is Rafael? Oh, it's my dad. Well, everybody in Mexico calls him Rafael because of my Tío Luis. So the godparents decided to call him Luis, even though there was already a Luis in the family. So...
Yeah, but his legal name is Rafael.
No, his legal name is Luis.
Because that's the church name.
The church name.
That's your legal name.
That's your legal name. But when he gets home, my grandma's like...
That's why when you christen someone, you christen them with...
A new name.
And
that becomes a new name.
So then he gets home and my grandma, who's a fucking racist, was probably like, don't ever marry anybody dark. And your name's going to be Rafael from now on. And that's what it was. He became Rafael in Mexico. So I didn't know this in high school. So I was like, who the fuck's Rafael? Oh, it's my dad. Oh. But yeah, that shit's weird to me. Do you guys have that in your family anywhere?
Not because of religious reasons. For immigration status.
Okay. All right. What was the name change?
Like my Tío Rodolfo was known as Carlitos, and they would call him Tío Carlos. I believe that when he came over, he worked under the name Carlitos or Carlos.
So it just kind of stuck.
Yeah, so I was like, why are you calling my uncle that?
That's why he's like, shh. He's like telling you like to be quiet or whatever. So my question, back to my question. Jorge Alberto, whatever, who else? George, Albert, Prince Albert, whatever. After his 2 visits, it was kind of cool to hear him talk. You know, he's a youngster. He's 19, I think, right? And he was talking about how he does want to move out of the town because he's only lived in the town that you love so much, right? So he's only lived there, but he wants out.
Deep in the heart of Texas?
Deep in the heart of Texas.
I did that one for you. In case the sink issues.
There you go. We're just going to do claps throughout the whole thing. But like, how's he liked California the last 2 times that he's been here?
I think it's overwhelming for him.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's just because he's not used to the traffic, and especially when we go down to LA.
And when I'm fucking cussing every other time I'm changing lanes.
Well, yeah.
I was driving.
You let a Roscoe drive?
But he probably gets overwhelmed. He probably doesn't like he just like a lot of people, you know, and I get it. When you're not used to it, it would happen to me when I would first come back. Yeah. After being out there for a few years, I would come visit. And the moment you hit the LA traffic, it is like, what the hell? But like it would take me not even a day, and then I would get back into the swing of things. Like, okay, you know,
what the hell's going on here? And by the end of the day, it's like, hey, vato, calm down, all right?
He was sat right back into it.
Take it easy.
That was good.
That was a good one. So, okay, and now just so people know, where you guys came from, Texas, is a small town.
What's the biggest?
No, they have
city?
big things, but it's because nothing else is around, right?
So the thing about Texas is that, like, here you have
they don't like abortion.
You have you have towns like Arvin here.
They have the worst.
But then you have
the worst kinds of racists, the ones that hate themselves.
But then you have Bakersfield, you have LA everywhere, like pretty close.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
Out there.
Look, I grew up in a very small town.
So imagine a bunch of Arvins and Shafters. Instead of
Wascos.
LA, you have Wasco. Instead of Bakersfield, you have
that beach isn't that close. That Dodger game isn't that close,
and it's very spread out too, right?
What I was lucky when my family did move over here is that we were the only ones that moved over here, so everybody else stayed in LA. So we would always be going back, and I didn't grow up with that like small town mentality because I was like, well, no, it's just right there, guys. Like, you just drove over the mountain, it's right there. Like, what are you talking about?
Everything is right there.
Yeah, you know, it's just a different way to think.
So then you become really proudful of the little town you live in.
Oh.
So then you become really proud, and everyone walks and talks the same, and
Texarkana,
and everybody, you know, and it's rivalries.
Place, bro.
The closest town over is like your rival, your high school rival.
Gotcha.
And so then it becomes a whole pride thing.
The football thing.
Yeah.
And then everybody knows each other, and like everyone says hi to you. Not because they like to say because they're friendly. It's
not everybody says hi to you.
Everybody knows you.
Everyone knows you. You see the same people all the time. So no shit. You're gonna say
stay
hi.
away from them boys.
Yeah. Unless you're a different color and you talk different and you dress different, and you know.
So you were a fucking alien when you landed there.
Yeah, I was. They thought I was a gangster. They thought I was.
And he had those Kobe shoes on. Those really bad.
I know. I did. Yeah.
Like, what does he do with his moon boots on?
Yeah.
Me, K. Some sort of.
So I think he sees, like, he gets to come out here and he gets to see other things.
Regular stuff.
He's a fan.
From what, California regular stuff?
Yeah. He's a fan of LA's, you know, teams, and so he enjoys coming out. And
he comes from
so he so I believe that he would like to move out when the time is right. I don't know that California is going to be the spot for him, though.
Well, he even said that. He was thinking more of a Seattle or Washington or something like that. He was thinking West Coast, but he was thinking all the way.
Which he needs to visit those places before he decides, because
they're going to tolerate me there more than California.
California weather is nice, and everywhere else is different.
It was interessante. That's all I can tell you, bro.
But he needs to visit these places. He needs to visit these places. So
I don't think I would ever want to like pick up my life and start life over in a place I had never been before.
That's what I did.
Really? You just
you
moved
don't know
out?
the story of me?
No.
Of us?
You guys always talk about it.
Should we get into
it? Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending.
So I try to keep it short as much as possible. When I left, obviously I never wanted to be there, but I met this girl, and
don't lie.
15 years later, I was there. You know,
did one of your cousins get shot in your town?
No,
and then you had to leave for mysterious reasons. Because that's how outrageous stories are.
But I always wanted to come back.
Was your nickname
really, really bad?
You moved to Mexico,
and like 3 years prior,
so I had to come over.
We'll have our own conversation, our own podcast. They can have their own.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So about 3-4 years before we actually, no, I wouldn't say that even that long, maybe a couple years. I actually quit my job that I had, and I just came over to LA because I had a lot of family and friends. We had been applying for jobs for probably a year before that, Amanda and I, and just nothing hits, just because it's a lot of work, but there's a lot of people looking, and then they come, they see your application, you're somewhere else, so they just, So my thought was like, okay, I'm going to just do something about this.
Apply everywhere.
I'm going to go over there. I'm just going to talk to people. Maybe a friend of a friend knows someone that can get me in somewhere. And hopefully I start working and I can get my family to, get settled in and get my family over. So I did that. I was out here for 6 weeks.
In Bakersfield though?
In
or
LA.
You went to LA at first? Okay.
I stayed with an uncle. And
because you had been in LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, I didn't know anywhere else, honestly.
No, I get you. No one would know where Bakersfield is unless you're up here for some reason.
Unless you're into that Bakersfield sound. By Buck Owens.
So I was out here for 6 weeks. Nothing happened. Some things kind of happened, but they just didn't feel right. And so I ended up just going back
to LA.
Sorry.
Some job opportunities came up. Did you stay at the Motel California? I went back to Texas.
That is not such a lovely place.
Texas, okay.
Because my wife and the kids.
Can't tell a story with these guys.
My wife and the kids were still there. So I just went back and I was like, man, at least I tried.
Texas.
And when I went back, I didn't want to go back to my old job. So I just started working for another company, probably the biggest company in the little town.
Flex.
Didn't really know what
the biggest warehouse in Texas.
I just started working there, took a mean pay cut, but I needed a job.
And that's how he left Buc-ee's.
And not even a year after that, they were opening up a distribution center in Bakersfield, California.
Oh.
And I looked at the map.
California.
I'm like, where the hell is Bakersfield?
Yeah.
And I saw where it was, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's doable.
And now he does contracting for Blackwater. It's crazy.
I put in for a transfer, and they were supposed to fly us out, my wife and I. So check it out. Since we've never been here, didn't know anybody. That never happened. They gave me the job. They gave me the offer letter. I actually it was kind of a tough decision for me just because the unknown was super scary to me.
Sure.
Yeah. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know if it was going to work out.
I thought the reading of the letter.
I didn't know.
Super scary. I had to read a letter out.
Tucky.
I know how to read. I know how to read.
Yeah, we know.
I just choose not to. And but my wife actually, I give her a lot of credit to this day because she said, we won't know if we can make it unless we try.
Who is not from California?
That's
crazy.
And she was willing. She was along for the ride. She was along. She was willing to take the risk with us as a family, and so we took it. And she did some research on the internet for places nice places to live.
Sure.
The best school districts, all that.
Is it access denied or error? Server 5.0.
We got our apartment through the internet without just looking at pictures of the website. Wow. And
that's wild.
The
University
day that we
Square.
left, and we had put up our house for sale also, and it sold in a week.
Yeah.
We were living with my parents for a few months between the time
trying to figure out.
Well, it took a while for the transfer to actually go through my job. So that whole time we were living with my parents, and had all my stuff in storage. And then so when we came out here, we left basically everything because we had a house and we were moving into a 2-bedroom apartment.
Sure.
So we left basically everything, most of our stuff, and we just punched it on the address of the apartment on the
without ever visiting or anything.
Yeah.
That's scary because
That's scary as hell.
I like them offering you to come out and see or whatever. Like, I probably for myself I would push that just because like no, I got to see where I'm going first. Like,
well,
I
it was
would
weird
really
because I kept waiting.
Yeah.
And I tend not to be super pushy, which may be a fault of mine,
Sure.
but I'm not very pushy when it comes to stuff like that. And I was just waiting. I was like, I always assume people are busy and I'm not going to bug them and this and that. And the offer letter came before the opportunity to come visit.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how that happened.
Yeah. Wow. It's brave. That's cool.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But it worked out. I mean, now, my wife and I talk about it like the regret. We wouldn't have gone through with it. Of course, we would have known. We would have known, but
This podcast would have never happened, for God's sakes.
it would have happened. It would have happened. But no, it's super. I mean, everything has worked out. Everything with my job has gotten even better.
With our sports friend Bill.
So,
Your brother lives out here now?
and then now
Yeah.
my brother came out. So, yeah. I mean, it's. I tell people Bakersfield is not the prettiest place overall. I mean, there's nicer places, but
Sure.
everything is around us and not far away.
We're in
the
a
cost of living.
a day's driving distance of
Yeah.
pretty much a lot
You
of
could
things.
be in the mountain and the beach by the nighttime. You can do snow on the beach in the same day if you wanted to.
And
So,
Yeah.
ultimately, home is where the heart is, man. So
yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
That is very, very
Yeah,
true.
and it's always felt right.
Hmm.
And it has never felt like we made a mistake. Even
That's
when
cool.
we first came out, we didn't know anybody. And of course, in the beginning, we would go down to LA a lot because I have all my cousins
Family,
and
yeah.
stuff. And then as time has gone, we go down there less and less just because now, we have people that we consider family up here now and good friends. So we get to be around here and the kids are involved in things and that keeps us busy. But it's been good. I mean, it's felt. I ask my wife now if she would ever go back to Texas, and she says, hell no.
Wow.
So
Right on.
Good.
That's cool.
yeah, that's good for me too. So.
That's awesome, man. Well, that kind of sounds like his family's coming of age story. And we actually watched the coming of age story. And we'll talk about it after this break. And that was a trailer to Baby Assassins.
Whoa.
Ayo Abarca. Hit him with the back of the box.
Hell yeah, man. Baby Assassins. Chisato and Mahiro are two high school girls who are about to graduate. They also happen to be both highly skilled assassins. When the organization they work for orders them to share a room, the relationship between turns sour. Written and directed by Yugo Sakamoto. It stars Saori Izawa as Mahiro, Akari Takaishi as Chisato, Mone Akitani as the Yakuza daughter, Yasukaze Motomiya as the Yakuza dad, and Masanori Mimoto as the agency contact, like their office guy.
Oh, their office guy. Okay, so do it a little differently this time. Abarca, for somebody who's never watched Baby Assassins, you read the back of the box. How would you describe Baby Assassins? I'm coming to you after this, Enrique.
Baby Assassin. Well, first of all, I rewatched that trailer. The trailer makes it seem like it's a whole different movie. Like
Yes.
it is balls to the wall action.
I never saw the trailer.
It is. He's right. It is not. Well, we'll get to whether we
Yes.
like it or not, but it is not balls to the wall action.
No, it's two girls that are
Big fight scenes. Yeah.
yeah. It's the beginning and the end.
Mhm.
It's two girls. It's this weird movie about two girls who are forced to kind of grow up. And one doesn't want to grow up or is very reluctant. She's a slacker.
Socially awkward.
Socially awkward.
I just don't think she knows how, right?
Exactly. And the other one is super bubbly, but also doesn't know how to connect as well. Like she can go through the motions of, she knows how to be sociable. She knows how to kind of play the game, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to being an adult, is super duper difficult.
Like the other one. But
Yes.
the other one can't even play the game.
No. And props to her in this movie by coming to the realization. It's like, I can't be who you want me to be. I can be this person. And even then it's difficult for me. Ultimately, I think this movie is inspired by the assassin, the kind of 2000s assassin genre. The biggest one that we can think about is John Wick, right? John Wick works for this organization. In the first movie, we don't really know who this organization is. As the series progresses, we're like, oh, there's a hotel. There's specific rules in the hotel. You have to follow these things. And so this movie kind of gives us a promise of this other world that is much more interesting. But I think I was along for the ride. Ultimately, it's not my favorite movie coming to this, just because it, as a teacher, feels like, these are the kids I got to go back and teach.
Yes.
But it makes me want to meet the new kids that I have, and like, how do I get you to not be that, or how do I get you to come out of your shell a little bit so you can be this productive member of society?
And you don't murder me.
Let's hope they're not all assassins.
These kids are okay. All right, Enrique,
Time assassins.
did you like this movie?
I did. I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. I feel like it's trying to be like this deep story about growing up, but it kind of misses in telling you that. Like it tries, but it doesn't accomplish it completely.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's trying to show you this, trying to give you the story of these girls on how to be on their own. But I don't know if it's the characters or just the assassin part of the movie is too strong.
It's very much two movies.
Yeah. It does feel like that.
And like they come head to head. And it's like I kind of want to see them be balls to the walls assassin like Hit Girl, or I want to see their story.
Yeah.
And like, do they meet somebody? Do they like each other?
Do they stay together?
Yeah.
At the end or not? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right.
Because the fighting in it is really good, and we don't get enough of that.
Okay.
And then the story with them, their whole thing, their whole dynamic of their whole living situation and all that. Well, I don't feel like we get enough of that either. Like it always gets interrupted by the assassin things going on.
The other part gets interrupted by the other part all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, right?
I would even say there's a third movie in this. And it's the Yakuza trying to... The Yakuza coming to terms with, hey, you know what? We've kind of been jerks to women. Let's be more inclusive.
Bro. I agree with everything you guys are saying, but I fucking love this movie.
I liked this movie a lot too.
A lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't so...
I laughed out loud a lot.
It wasn't so...
It was funny. It was funny at times.
To what it is.
Hilarious, bro. Like... First off, I want to go to Japan, but I don't want to go to Japan.
Do you want to go to the Moe Moe place?
No, I don't know. But I kind of do. But I don't want to like be in there for weird reasons. But I want to be in there to see weird things. Like, it's like the same reason why I watched like fucking 90 Day Fiance. I don't want to ever be in a 90 Day Fiance situation. But I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen next? Like, who the fuck are these guys that go into this place? Okay, so
what was what hit with you?
Okay, number one, these are the kids that I'm working with.
Yeah.
And just teenagers. This is my fucking son today who doesn't fucking see the sun like at all day long today and shit, right?
He's all in
like,
his room.
He's them fucking on top of each other, just like it's they played that fucking perfectly. That last fight scene was so fucking good. So cool and different. I love the close combat gun missing. Like how he would get around her because why don't you just use a fucking gun? And I know it's fucking bullshit, but it looked cool. And then when she loses a gun, now I'm gonna dodge 13 of your fucking punches in like a split second. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, let me interrupt you with what you said about the close
gunplay or whatever.
Like you said, why wouldn't you do that if you're in an actual fight? That's how I felt about the first fight scene in the beginning.
Yeah.
The dagger.
All the guys go attack her,
and it's it's not perfect.
That's exactly what my complaint is about all these older movies where the guys are just standing around and they're taking turns going one at each other.
They all went at her.
They all went at her, and it was dope. And yes, she gets out of it. She kicks everybody's ass, but you can actually see a fight playing out in that way.
Yeah. It wasn't perfect. It looked rough at times. Yeah. But that's how a fight would look.
Of course.
Right? Yeah. I agree with you. It was like a different type of dance. Like, okay, this is a dance, but we're doing it in a different style. And it's like, they didn't even hit that much. Well, not in the first scene they did, because she's stabbing the shit out of fools left and right, which was awesome. But in the last fight scene, there was very few connections one way or the other. But it almost meant that when they did connect, it meant that much more.
It was a lot of the dodging.
Yeah, and even when she blocked, it hurt, right? Because he's bigger than her. Yeah. And then
that was one of the funniest after that fight. One of the funniest things with her. She was like, I'm exhausted.
I should have brought bums.
She's like, who was that anyways? Like,
she should have told me. And then that fucking scene where she says, she should have told me about that guy. Yeah. And the daughter's behind her and she does this like I don't know, she does this weird thing. I don't know why I fucking rewound it like 3 times and every time it made me fucking laugh. Like, so the action hit, them as 2 teenagers hit. It's an extreme, obviously, but I could see my fucking son going to a job interview and being that fucking awkward. Obviously not because he's trying to assassinate the person, but what I'm saying is, like, they were fucking teenagers. Like, I felt like they were really teenagers in this extreme world.
They're not throwing out this smart ass fucking dialogue that someone a professional wrote. It's like,
right, and I love that. I love the cake shot. I don't know why. I fucking love the cake shot.
The camera on the cake plate.
I fucking loved it. And then I was like, are they gonna get that? Oh, and she opens the door and again. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, that was cool.
No. My favorite part was when she's like, why are you making that noise? And she's like, it's a dog paw walking across the floor, when she was running back and forth to the kitchen.
Dude, it hit. The fucking restaurant is fucking amazing. Like, I love that whole shit in there. The whole restaurant thing was crazy. The Yakuza, how scary he was from the get. Yeah. Where, like, why'd you say 2 million yen? Well, now you give me fucking 2 million yen. He's like, dude, I was being funny and shit. Like, and he had been funny with the girls, and the girls were like, haha, and they left. But this motherfucker's not busting his head open, like.
And it's like Pesci. I'm funny like a clown, but where that at the end of that you breathe, it's like, no, he stabs him with the skewer and in the ear.
And that's how I felt. I was like, man. Oh god, now oh shit, you know. And then the fucking son's like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing? Like, every character in this one was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
the daughter was amazing. The brother was amazing. You were gonna take me to Disney Sea. Like, she was home. She wanted to be friends with this girl.
Yeah,
and everything was super quick because this was only an hour and 38-minute movie, I think.
Yeah.
But it almost speaks again to what these kids are now. This is how fast you're going to get a fucking story from them, because they're not watching 3 hours of The Irishman. They're just not. You know? So I felt like it's like a, I don't know, like I think of like these Ferris Bueller movies, Varsity Blues always hit for me. Yeah. Like, this fits that fucking thing for me with the fucking amazing fight scene. Mm-hmm. That last fight scene, I can put up against anything we've seen.
I enjoy that this is not the Japanese making an American movie.
This felt like a Japanese movie, yes.
It felt like an anime.
Yeah.
It felt like I was watching a live anime kind of thing. Like the way the story was kind of chopped up throughout, the way it was told. That's what it felt like to me. I haven't seen a lot of anime, but I've seen some, and it kind of felt like that for me.
And everything was built super quick, but I believed it. I believed that guy was a badass, even though we only saw him fight once.
Well, even when they're sitting eating with the guy, right, with the organization, whatever the assassin organization they're with, we get like 2-3 scenes of that, and they're super quick. But it breaks down everything. It gives
I thought you were listening. No. You didn't listen? We don't know what to do with our bills.
I don't read the contract.
I thought you were paying attention.
Yeah. She's finding the apartment. She's like, it's in the street.
Oh my God. That scene where they're walking in the fucking street and they just keep turning around. That shit made me laugh. Dude, I loved it. Yeah. I loved the siblings. Yeah. That girl was fucking awesome. When she's interrogating the guy in the fucking van, how did you know? We didn't. You're the 7th guy we fucking interrogated.
Yeah.
And she's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And in almost every other movie we'll ever see, it's like the first guy they run into. And they just happen because it's
Yeah.
Because they're all smart enough to figure it out, right? And where this was like,
stop the car.
This is real stuff right here, right?
Yeah. It was quick, it was fast, but I loved it. Like, and not throwaway scenes, but like when they wash their clothes with the clip in it.
Oh
yeah.
It just broke the fucking washing machine. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, it was good.
Really did. It was super fast though. You're right. Like I'm interested. I want to keep an eye out and see if they make, like, I almost don't want them to, but will they be more?
The director has another movie with the Yakuza guy where he's the main guy in that movie.
The dad or the kid?
The dad.
Like his.
But
like
it's not the same character.
Gotcha.
But they're kind of closely related. So I'm curious to see what he does in that, because he was like there was a part of me that was like, oh, the tough guy, he enjoyed the little cat. That's awesome.
No, he didn't. When she fucking wrote on that goddamn fried rice, or what the fuck was it?
Learn how to write in ketchup correctly. He's like, you're making fun of me? He's making fun of Yakuza.
So, okay, let's talk about this restaurant, because Stevens, I need you to do some research.
The Moe.
The Moe, whatever. So, a barca because I'm afraid I'll describe it wrong.
It's not a restaurant though, right?
It's a maid bar, or it's a maid cafe.
Explain to people that don't know what that is. What this is.
In Japan, there are very niche businesses. There are bars. If you love kaiju, there are bars that are just kaiju themed. If you want to eat with owls, guess what? There's a cafe that is just owls. That is cats. That is puppies.
Sorry, that's just wild, bro. I just want to eat with fucking clean forks. Eat with owls.
Bird cages.
There's a show where they do where it's like Mad Max with friggin' robots.
Okay, what percentage of these restaurants are sexy restaurants?
Quite a few, because there's this kind of repression in certain countries.
He's in for it. He's in for it, bro. He's in for the sexy restaurants.
So this is a maid bar, and essentially, you are the master of.
You're coming home from work.
You're coming home from work, and your servants will do what you want, not sexually. So it's not about sex. No,
they're maids.
I know.
Well, that's what I'm telling you is here. That's what I've found so far.
Okay.
It's a Hooters.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of like a Hooters where you're not there. Look, I'm not there to pick up the girl.
But it can't be a Hooters, because Hooters is because of titties and ass.
Yes, but at the end of the day,
this is more like companionship.
There are places where I can go and
play little board games together.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Because there's people that are antisocial. And they can't. And they can't.
Good casting, because
they can't connect.
They're playing like
It's like Don't Wake Daddy, but with the pirate.
Yeah, or with those games that you pull on the fucking dog farts or whatever. Like, it's those stupid ass games, and he's like, yay! And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how good do you think the food is in this place? Is that why people go?
I don't even. Oh, and you have to order it a specific way.
They use the
so what do we got, Stevens? What are these
magic
places?
or whatever.
They use the what?
Like the phrasing, right? She sang the song to make to make it more special, which is what it seems to be. So it seems like they're maid outfit wearing young women to make food taste good by chanting the moe moe.
Oh, the spell. Yeah.
Yes. So the oishiku nare means make this food taste delicious. So it seems like it's a cafe for like that, but it also seems like it's also Japanese, where they're playing games, right? And they're doing things.
Okay. You could make any themed restaurant and bar.
Yeah.
What themed restaurant and bar do you want to go to?
You know I'm making a restaurant themed after Mars.
The Red Planet?
Red Planet, baby.
No, seriously. What themed bar would you want to go into? Of course, I'm glad that we talked about this beforehand, guys, so you can think about this right after. But if you could go to a
Enrique has to
not
go
weird.
first.
It doesn't have to be weird. Nobody has to fucking do anything weird in there, or unless you want to.
Look, my thing is always a sci-fi bar. I'm making a sci-fi bar.
Okay. But a certain movie or just everything's like what are we talking about here?
Down the street from the Pantages and the Funko store, there is a place called Scum and Villainy. And it is themed as a Star Wars bar. You can't say it's a Star Wars bar because Disney's lawyers come after you. Mm-hmm. But I find that incredibly cool. It's like you go to the cantina and you can have hard liquor. Yes. And maybe like a monster, like a Universal Monster kind of bar.
Okay. All right. What would you want to do? Steven?
Are you looking at me next?
I don't know.
Gives a shit, bro.
A Winnie the Pooh tea party bar.
My.
Who bothered?
No,
whatever. I can have a tea party picnic.
Do waitresses walk around and their tail just falls off?
No, it's Pooh characters, bro. Come on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The tail falls off.
Pooh doesn't have a tail like that.
Well, but Eeyore.
Come on, man.
We're expanding the world.
I want one waiter on a pogo stick just fucking everywhere. He's like Tigger just going.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They only serve honey?
No. It's like a little tea party picnic. They have picnics.
In Orlando,
Christopher Robin brings his food.
Okay. All right.
In Orlando, we went to a comic book store that at the back has like their own. It was a connected bar that was kind of themed to the video game Fallout. So it was like a post-apocalyptic thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Enrique.
Maybe like a Game of Thrones.
He's like,
it wasn't car.
Coronas. Everything looks like a backyard.
This is a backyard.
It's just a backyard. That'd be fucking kind of awesome.
That's kind of right already.
Okay, so your original answer was Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to do Fast and Furious.
I should have taken it. I'm like, you know what, man? Well, guess what?
I think Game of Thrones, like that old, is that medieval?
A shitty ass fucking room with just like dirt everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At
tables with steins.
Yeah, a big old
at Comic-Con, they had a Dungeons and Dragons themed bar.
Mm-hmm. So something like that, but Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There's so many that I would fucking like to go to. But what about like a fucking Lucha Libre one? That'd be kind of dope. I want the inside to look like
Would they
fucking...
have wrestling there?
Well, guess what? In Japan?
Fuck yeah.
In Japan,
I'm sure there is a fucking bar with that.
I was going to say Godzilla, but they already have that Godzilla bar.
Godzilla would be cool too, though. Like a fucking
Japan
kaiju
too.
one and stuff like that. That'd be kind of dope too. But yeah, so I love it. Okay, and back to this movie. And then when she fucking like murders the dad and the son, fucking slick as shit too.
Yeah, they're both slick.
Really cool, right? But then she calls the cleaner.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Fucking scene was amazing.
That was good.
It was fucking hilarious. Her and the cleaner talking because I'm used to seeing Pulp Fiction and it being
the wolf. The wolf comes.
And it was so fucking cool. And
he's like, don't worry about it. Yeah, we got
this.
This
motherfucker's like, hey,
you like Oak?
We're trying to do a job here. Like, can you fucking not shoot him in the head? Because like it makes so much harder for me. Like, it's like
that's what was cool about this whole movie too was the two assassins, the two girls throughout the movie. They're fucking badass, but they never come across that way. Like they never look at themselves like that's just what they do. And that's like, they don't even realize they're fucking badasses.
That's the story I want. I want to see like, how are they trained?
I don't know. Toretto's badass to me.
Even like the little things they would do, like when they fight for the bread and they do that thing where they look at each other.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like, thanks for bringing the bread. Yeah. It's just kind of like I thought they were going to beat each other's ass for a little bit. Like what happens if they did that? But it's just, I fucking thoroughly enjoy this movie.
Even when they're just laying around playing games.
Yes.
Just
that credits.
Yeah.
Oh, the credit scene was
I
pretty
fucking
fun.
watched it because I'm like, this is my son. These are the fucking kids I'm working with. But like, after watching that movie, I was like, this was enjoyable as fuck. Like, it was just super cool. I enjoy, like again, something as simple as, when they ride the bike to the final scene. And then they're like,
should I leave the bike?
Should I leave the bike? And like, bro, you're about to fucking
it's
murder
cool.
a whole...
It's at night. It should be all right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I forgot the machine gun. And she goes back and grabs the machine gun. Like,
And then they got a ticket.
Yeah, take that vodka
It got towed.
But like, it's like, even the badassness of flipping the table over to get a machine gun.
Or them looking in the pillows for their guns.
For her gun.
Like,
Yeah, it's like, we're
gun?
fucking cool as fuck. But we're still fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
Where did you put it? I hit it. It's fucking just on top of the curtain right there.
I had it in a different spot every day.
Yeah, because she moves it every day or something, right?
And then, cool, hero pose. And they both like, you know, and it's just like, what? Or they're like, oh my God, it's so boring. As homegirl is just elbowing the shit out of that fucking dummy. It's like, they're so cool, but they're still teenagers. Like, I enjoyed that. Like, when homegirl didn't want to kill the guy or didn't want to help with the cleaning of killing the guy because she had to go to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that whole work scene.
Yeah.
Get me the mangoes. They're right in front of you. Get the mangoes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is what a mango is.
Where's the mango at?
It was uncomfortable as fuck because I'm like, I feel bad for this kid. Like, but again, like,
yeah, but aren't you that dad? Aren't you be like, grab the
no, but wasn't I that kid my first day at work? Like, I remember the first time I went to work, like, do this, and it was fucking when it wasn't fucking fields are easy, but like when it was McDonald's, like, do what, motherfucker? Like, I mean, it's my first day.
I used to hate to help my dad when he was like fixing cars because he would ask me to hand them tools. And
I'm a professional.
I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Hand me the 1/4 inch, Phillips or your and you're like,
give me the crescent wrench. What the fuck's a crescent wrench? And I'm like, I can't, like, I couldn't be like, well, what is that? Because then he would yell at me even more. So I would try to figure it out. And of course, I'm like sweating.
Those are pliers,
like, what is it? Which one is it?
Those are pliers, asshole.
So finally, you fucking dumbass.
Oh, parent to kid interaction is like the best thing to ever see too. Like one time I was at the dump and my brother and I were fucking just going down dumping our shit, and this guy next to us is doing like palm trees, you know, and the son's pulling with one hand, just pulling one at a time, and the dad's fucking like messing him, and he looks at him, and me and my brother stop and we're looking at the kid because he's just with his headphones in, pulling con las manos, pendejo. And then he's like, hey, that's what dad would have told us. I was like, yo, he would have fucking said that to us, fucking both hands, you dumbass. Oh god, that shit was awesome. But yeah, dude, I really like this movie. It was weird. I'm glad you fucking. This was something I probably would have never watched. And look, bro, hideout has a lot of high quality shit in that. I know what you're talking about. But now, I'm like, God, it's another fucking streaming service I'm about to pay for. Goddamn.
Well, did you notice they're picking stuff up?
Yeah,
and making them like hideout.
They got all that Cynthia Rockwell stuff coming out.
Like, you know how Netflix started doing, where it's like a Netflix movie or whatever.
There's one I want to see, which looks like a big epic. It says a hideout exclusive. I forgot the name of it. I'm missing the name of it right now. That I kind of want to see right now. I'll check it out. But anyway, what are we gonna say right now, Burger?
Well, we said last week that that they're picking up all these remakes, because we saw on the Blu-ray there's another Yip Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Yip Man, the final. It's a female character though, isn't it?
No, we saw one. It was like always something.
It's on hideout though, right?
Yes.
I thought that was a female. Yeah, but there was another Yip Man. I'm like, wait a minute.
The Awakening.
The Awakening.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see other stuff on there, man. I thought that was really, really cool. But
yeah, you can sponsor us.
Yo,
you guys.
bro, come on. We out here fucking selling you subscriptions, bro. Oh, you gonna say, bro?
No. I had a code. If you want a free month of Hiya, there's a code. I will
post it
with this video. It'll be in the notes.
Anything else? And Stevens, I don't know if you can find anything, but do these girls have martial arts training?
Oh, I didn't even.
Or at least our socially awkward one?
I noticed in their credits they have a lot of stunt work.
I could see that because even though there was only 2 fight scenes, there were brutal fucking fight scenes. Yeah. When she gets kneed at the end, that headbutt. Oh my!
Oh, that was cool,
God,
dude.
Bro. The way she ran and was like psych and just fucking threw that head back.
Ducked down and.
Oh yeah, that was a cool ass finishing move.
Yeah,
I thought that was really dope. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
You know, like that was really, really cool. Yeah, man. I was in for this ride. It is $130, I think, $135. Short movie. It made me forget I was looking for martial arts, though. I'll be honest with you, because I felt like it was martial arts. And there is assassin shit, but mostly like just them. trying to figure it out, and also getting to know the daughter and the brother and the dad. And then at the end, I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remembered. I'm like back in for this stuff. I even was almost going to ask you guys. Sorry, I was before. So they're walking into the house, and I'm like, can we even rate this as a fucking martial arts movie? I was thinking that, and then we get that last fight scene, and I was like, dude, how can I not want to rate this if that fucking scene is maybe one of my favorites I've seen? Go ahead.
I think the girl with the short hair carries a lot of this movie with her awkwardness, the way she plays that character.
Yeah.
Because the whole time you're like, what is wrong? She's like,
and mumbles the entire movie. Yeah. I'm glad it had subtitles. I want to do this.
I kept thinking, how do they hear each other?
Yeah.
Well, the one is louder, but the mumbly one just talks like this. And I'm like, how do you hear her in the kitchen while you're washing dishes?
Okay, let's be 100% real.
That's how the kids are.
That's how they talk, bro.
That's what made it realistic, I thought.
Yeah, man. Why they sound like Shaq?
Hey, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
There's not enough about either one of them to tell them apart on their difference. And they each only have the 3 credits. So Baby Assassins is one, and then they've got like some TV stuff.
Damn, so they're fairly new.
Yeah,
I thought they both did really, really good. The whipped cream, and then when homie shares.
I don't like whipped cream.
God damn, that was amazing. And then, dude, we get I feel like 30 fucking minutes of this movie, and then we get the title card.
Yeah, it was a ways in.
It was a ways in to get the title card, bro.
It was like good 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty badass.
That initial fight scene never happened. It was all in her mind.
That's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were making her get a job because then we find out that they have to go get a job. So
after seeing that, I was like, oh man, is this whole movie in her head?
Yeah. But it didn't. But that was it.
Here's the thing. If you are on the fence about this movie, watch the first 5 minutes. And if that is not your thing, then skip on it. But if you're like, oh, I like this character, I want to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Then this is the movie for you.
Yeah. I also like that at the end, you don't know if they stay together.
Well, I think the
end credit scenes is showing them together.
Yeah, I mean, but they kind of. I mean, we could assume that's that. But after it could be before.
I didn't know if it was after that.
Yeah,
I felt it was
because that's the same thing they were wearing all the time. Like, yeah. So I don't know. I just like how I kind of left it open. I hope they stayed together, but who knows, right?
Because it seemed like they were drifting apart the whole time because they were always at each other, and kind of knowing each other. Mm-hmm. And then when they go through all that, I feel like they got close. And then they have the conversation with that dude again. Mm-hmm. They're like, you guys need to move out, live on your own. They probably realized like, no, I think we want to. I felt like,
I think the part that sealed it for me was not just watching them sit there together, but at the very end when she gets up and then she pulls the stuff off of her and they both go to catch it or whatever because they knew that was going to happen. I think that's when I was like, they're together.
They're together. Yeah, I hope so. And dude, they're little like every movie does where it's like they don't like each other and they come back together. Like the way she did that with the whole I'm sorry and she apologized. Like that was fucking cool. Yeah. I thought that was cool. I enjoyed that. Enrique, would you tell people to watch this movie?
Yeah. I think the fighting's really good. The story is really interesting. The characters are interesting. Yeah.
Barker?
If you can get past that first 5 minutes, then yes.
It's for you. All right. Super Stevens?
To watch it? Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It is. I even at one point I was like, "Can we is this a martial arts movie?" And then because I asked and I was like, "I don't know." And then that we got the end scene and I was like, "Oh, okay. I said, this is cool." But yeah, definitely watch it. I loved it. I thought it was fun.
And I would say, hell yeah. Check it out if you like up and coming story or what is it? Like coming of age stories. It's a fucking coming of age story with amazing fucking fight scenes.
It's just very different.
Few of them,
it's the same but different.
But different, exactly.
It was very cool.
Put it. Stevens, what is our top 10?
Yeah, are we ranking this? Let's see. So at number 1, you have Fearless. Number 2 is Enter the Dragon. Number 3 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Whoop.
Number 4 is The 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Number 5 is Legend of the Drunken Master or Drunken Master 2. Number 6 is Way of the Dragon. Number 7 is Crippled Avengers. Number 8 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 9 is Fist of Fury. And number 10, The Protector.
So number 1, folks, with a bullet.
Do you rank this? And if so, where does
do
it
you
go?
rank it? Dead air is good for fucking podcasting, guys.
Is it something things you have talked about when ranking things before have been rewatchability?
I rewatched the last fight scene twice.
Does it have enough fighting to make you feel like it should be in your top 10?
It doesn't have enough fighting, but it has quality over quantity for sure. I truly feel like this last fight scene is one of the best I've seen in a while.
It's unique. It's different. It's unique.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it better than stuff in The Protector?
That last fight scene, The Protector hits harder, right? Yes. I love that scene where he's breaking all the bones. But The Protector does what The Protector does, and The Protector and Bach and different things, which is not bad. It's fucking, he's great at it. This just felt new and fresh to me. It's the same, but it's different. Like you said earlier, right? So I really like that. But the fucking Protector is amazing.
Is it better than Fist of Fury?
I give this movie a lot of credit for being unique as new as it is, because you would think the new ones are going to copy from other movies. And it does. It actually gives you something new.
No elephants were thrown around in this one, though, so
which was a negative for me. I wanted more elephants to be thrown around. I enjoyed. Okay, I will tell you this: the part that's not fighting in this movie is way better than the part that's not fighting in The Protector in almost any of the movies we've ranked, except for like your Fearlesses, your Crouching Tigers, and your everything all at once. We're not even going there, but it's better than The Protector.
Movie wise, I agree.
Are we making this 9?
I would put it at 10.
Are you making it 9 or 10?
I would put it at 10.
What do you think, Abarca?
You don't have to rank it if you don't want to, but I would put it at 10. Or you could rank it higher. Shit, I don't know. Again, I think the movie part of it is a lot better than The Protector.
It is a much better movie than I thought it would be. So, yeah, we do that. Enrique,
I appreciated a lot of things this movie did, as far as, you know, like we mentioned before, the fight scenes. Even though you don't get as many as we would like, they were almost perfect. They give you like the finishing moves. I never seen that anywhere.
It's quality over quantity
For sure.
in this movie. Whereas other movies that we've seen, it's more, let's get as much things as we can. Comparing it to other kind of assassin movies, it even is unique from them. Like, this is not John Wick.
No. Yeah.
So better than the 8-minute stair scene?
This is what I also feel, and this is maybe not a good reason to rank it this way, but I'm gonna fucking do it because I don't give a shit. It's our list. But like people probably know if you're listening to this because you like martial arts, you know who our boy is. You know who The Protector is. You know those movies. You've seen it. Like somebody like you probably doesn't, right? But people that watch this know, right? He's big time. He's in fucking big quality Netflix triple threats and shit like that, right?
Ooh.
This deserves people watching it. Like it really does, because it tried something. It really went for it. And I think the quality in between the fight scenes, at least it was maybe some of the most enjoyable on our top 10 list for me, in between the fight scenes.
And it stick the landing.
Oh my God,
That's the thing, right? Like
everything came together.
The Raid 2 tried to up it.
Oh, geez.
It tried to up it. And it's like, I don't know if you stick the landing. This part is cool, but the story-wise isn't cool. This is one of those rare occasions where the story is cool and the martial arts are cool. What little they are.
Yeah. So that's why I would put it at 10.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
10?
He'll allow it.
I almost would put it at 9, but I know that's putting it in front of Fist of Fury.
I mean, he saves the whole thing, bro. These two chicks go like,
I just, you know, the whole taking turns and fighting one person when it's fighting.
Remember, but you don't get any of this if you don't get that, though.
I know.
There's levels. There's just levels to it, bro.
I understand.
We need to see the new Fist of Fury. We do need to see the Jet Li Fist of Fury at some point in time, because we know that man gets down. Maybe he does a better job of it.
And I believe there's a high Fist of Fury as well.
Shit, maybe Jet Li does a better job. I mean, who knows? Which is so hard because fucking Bruce Lee's so charismatic, but Jet Li gets down, dude. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I do want to check.
You
out
know what?
I'll
I'll put it at number 9.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know that it's gonna change anything.
It still makes it a 10, but
I know. But I just want to put it out there.
Well, dude, I'll be honest with you. When we rank these things at the end of the year, I don't know. I might be like, the Protector needed to be higher. I don't know, because the 8-minute scene is the 8-minute scene.
It's an impressive scene.
It is, and those that fucking breaking bone scenes, breaking this. But I'm ranking the list we have now. Mm-hmm. But we will get, end of the year. We do our end of the year bash.
This would be a top 3 movie, and it's on a separate list.
Mm-hmm.
Of what though? Because it's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
That's what's weird.
It is gun and fighting.
Like
because
this
the one is the gun, like my machine gun. And
like
the
this with everything.
Indie.
This would be
everything
everything everywhere all at once. This and
there's your double
Baby
feature.
Assassins. Yeah. Would be on
just different
on the top 3 of another list. Yeah, not
cool.
Yeah, not. It's like more of a. It's just not a martial arts movie.
It's a movie that has martial arts.
Yeah.
So we started. I started watching this with my son, and I'm like, dude, is he gonna enjoy this? Because there's not that much fighting in it. Oh, dude, he was fucking in. And I was like, oh, because
the girls are so good.
Yeah. And he's a teenager.
And John Wick is a dude that's like, oh, he's a badass.
He's almost too badass, right? Like, there's no reason that
these are mumbling, like annoying, like high school girls, and they play it very well, and they don't even know how badass they are, but they are. They just are.
They don't care, bro. I don't think care.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
And that's why it's so good.
It's so good. So, okay. All right. 10. I like it.
I love that they too, just because you hadn't talked about it, but the part-time job is my real job or whatever. Like, this is my job. No, we got to go get part-time jobs. And they went through, I don't even know how many part-time jobs.
Yeah. She went to like 9 fucking interviews.
Yeah.
So, Barker, right now, is this a movie choice, or is this just something that in Japanese movies they have to do? The gunshots being
that's
effects.
just low budget, man.
That's what okay.
Because I
didn't give a shit. I'll be honest with you,
but I also think that you have to be a super big budget movie to not only have 40 gallons of blood.
What other movie did we watch that was like that? Was it the samurai one?
Yes.
Right?
Satoichi.
yeah. Where the blood. So once I saw it, I was like, okay, I know what this is. I don't give a fuck. Like, it didn't. With Satoichi, the first time I was like, I don't know, like, I didn't like it, but with this one I was like, okay, like, I get it. It is what it is. And especially after, what happened recently with all that shit. So
I was going to say, I wonder when this was filmed so that if it's part of that.
It seems like it's a COVID movie.
Oh,
but
maybe.
Who knows? Because they actually wear masks in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Hey, I'm going to get this, move out of the way because I got to go pee.
Okay.
Start wrapping it up.
All right. So, Enrique, where can
I can't hold it.
Enrique, where can they get a hold of us?
Wait, don't you want to know what we're watching next? I can fill time with that.
Oh, okay.
So we've decided to watch Shaolin Soccer from 2001. That's a 20-year-old movie. Is that crazy?
God.
Wow.
I felt like it was a new one. Shaolin Soccer is from our man. Help me out here.
Yeah.
Steven Chow. From our man.
Steven Chow.
No, actually, that's what a Barker screams every time he pees. Steven Chow.
I want to think about that every time I go pee now.
That made Enrique laugh right there. That was a good laugh for Enrique right there. Boom! Still got okay. Stephen Chow, who brought us the greatness of Kung Fu Hustle. This was a movie before Kung Fu Hustle. That's why at Kung Fu Hustle at the very beginning, he smashes a soccer ball.
Yep.
This is another Abarca classic. What I mean by that is I had no idea what this fucking movie was. Abarca's like, you got to check this out. I'm like, he's like, the goalie looks like Bruce Lee. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this fucking movie. That's all he had to say. And I'm like, cool, because the goalie, the suit he's wearing is.
You mentioned Bruce Lee outfit. I hate that they put the Bruce Lee outfit on Donnie Yen for the poster on Enter the Fat Dragon.
But it's Enter the Dragon.
I know, but why? He never wears it in the movie.
I don't know.
I get it, but remember
it's a marketing thing. I get it.
No, but remember the original movie. The kid is a super fan of Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it as much in the new movie, but remember when he's all sad, he's watching Bruce Lee.
Just because he's wearing a suit?
So,
the Game of Death suit?
Yeah, but I think that's what it is. So people that again, the people that are watching that movie.
I get why. I get why
does
they
he wear it though?
Yeah, it's
a classic suit, or it's a Kill Bill suit, right? It's a suit that everybody wears. And I'll be honest with you, if you're watching Into the Fat Dragon, then the one with Donnie Yen, you probably watched the old one. You probably watched Game of Death. You probably watched. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh, cool. Anytime I see that, I'm in. I'll be honest with you.
So here might be a controversial question, and it's not it's not something. It's not something I believe, but do because we are getting to the age where we are disconnected from the youth of today.
Okay.
I'll keep on wrecking forever.
Do they like so Sammo Hung makes a movie as tribute to Bruce Lee, right?
Yes.
I love Bruce Lee. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go fight this stuntman making a Bruce Lee movie who aren't Bruce Lee. Does Donnie Yen remake this movie because of that name and he knows Bruce Lee? But do kids today, like, is Jackie Chan their dude? Is
I don't think Jackie Chan.
I don't think Jackie Chan's their dude. I don't think.
Like, do they have a dude?
I don't think they have a dude. The only
So
reason
are they do they know the yellow suit? Like when they see that, do they even know what that is?
I think that it's ingrained in pop culture that they're like, oh, that is classic kung fu.
But they don't really have anything to attribute it to.
No, if we show kids right now Ronald McDonald, you're like, what? I kind of know that from a thing.
Like,
Well, that's why I'm asking,
everything we
because
grew
maybe
up
it's
with
that.
and before and a lot of after, I don't think they even know.
So maybe
There's an
it's-
Elvira action figure here. She's not a doll. She's an action figure. She has soft goods.
Damn, she does.
So my thinking was, and when Enrique's asking this question, maybe the suit on the cover is to attract people who know Bruce Lee, of people who are our age.
I think so.
Whereas the movie doesn't really pay homage in the same way the old one does because it's disconnected.
That's a good point. You're probably right. But I think that's with a lot of things, right? And I'm interested to see what all of those things that come out for like kids. Not even I'm not even thinking about my teenager. I'm thinking about my 3-year-old because I think with this being so fast and so quick and so much, and it not really being anything on here is it original? I don't feel like it's original. I feel like everything's a copycat of something else. And so what are going to be their things that stick out that last forever? Because I didn't grow up with Bruce Lee. I'm too young for that.
Yeah.
And I'm too young, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't. I stumbled across it.
Yeah.
We're 10 years removed.
Yeah.
It's
I stumbled across
generation.
it and I did that. So that
But
happened
you
with music.
but you still caught it at an early age where it made an impression.
But music's like that with me too. I didn't grow up with Marvin Gaye. That's before me. But I fucking love Marvin Gaye because I took the time to do a little bit of, going back and being like, oh,
that's
I like
how
this
I
guy.
am
What
with
are
the
these
Beatles.
guys? Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. Michael Jackson's perfect actually for me. But like that was right up my alley. But like for some people, I'm sure that love Michael Jackson, they're too damn young to love him. But you kind of you stumble on these people, right?
Yeah.
If you're stumbling on shit that's just what's holding on.
I don't know, man. People just discovered Metallica again
Yeah.
because of Stranger Things. People discovered Kate Bush.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my son made a comment about Kate Bush. I'm like, the fuck are you talking? Like, yeah, I guess. But instead of me being like, I'm like, dude, you should go ahead. You have Apple Music, bro. Just
Check it out.
Check
Yeah.
it out. Yeah. So I need to start doing that more. And I think, like my son, he's like recently the other day was like, oh, Dad, we're looking for shirts for school. He goes, I want a Wu-Tang shirt. It's like fucking proudest moment as a dad. I was like, yeah, you do, sir. Yeah, you do. But it's like, that's obviously because he hears the music when I play it.
Did you look at your wife and say, we did it?
We did it. But yeah.
You're floating in the air.
But I look, we get on each other's nerves all the fucking time, but I have a good relationship with my son. That's not the truth for a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that person showing you the cool shit from when they were growing up, what are you attaching yourself to?
You aren't the curator
There you go.
of pop culture.
It's a great way to look at it. Yes.
There was always music in my house. Always music from heavy metal music to salsa. So we got music from Dominican Republic and from Puerto Rico. We got music from Mexico, and then we get within Mexico all the subgenres. The one thing my dad disliked was like norteño music.
Really?
But my uncles would, filled in that gap, and the way I discovered all these things, like my dad, he wasn't necessarily a curator, but because it was all around, I was like, oh, let me see what's next. Oh,
You grab certain
yeah,
things,
like,
right?
Paul McCartney is making a song with Michael Jackson. Well, what did Paul McCartney do? And like, oh, there's the beat and his Wings, and then what? Well, before that, the Beatles. And,
Yeah. So I just hope the kid, I hope everybody continues to do that because, like, to me, I always tell people, like, and controversial or not, like, will there ever be another artist like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, she rode a horse, dude. She's got 4 different covers.
For some people it is though.
For different people, there is. I mean, it depends on the person, right?
But I'm talking about where you can go to Budapest and get those motherfuckers to pass out.
Everybody knows.
I don't know.
Where the whole world knows somebody.
Yeah. The kid will moonwalk, got no shoes on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to that level.
Yeah, it's just hard to compare.
It is. But I'm just wondering.
It's
because
it's different too because that is also the time where we only had 9 channels,
Yeah.
and then
That's what
it's those
9
TV
channels.
shows.
Ooh.
It's the
So when that one thing hit, when that one thing hit, it hit.
everybody knew.
Yeah.
Whereas now they have so much.
Yeah.
And then everything moves faster too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think less things stick.
But here's the thing.
It doesn't mean that the same type of talent is not around or it's not happening as we go. It's just moving faster.
I think that the cream is going to rise to the top.
It always does.
So it always will. People seem to love Billie Eilish, and she doesn't hit with some people. She hits with other people.
When my daughter listens to this, she's gonna be yelling at us.
No. Yeah.
Well, she better not. She respect the elders.
Motherfuckers.
God damn it.
But that's
Barefoot kids aren't moonwalking to them. That's not telling you there's a difference.
but it's not the same thing. It's something different. But as far as the impact it's making, Harry Styles is making that impact for a lot of young kids right now that Michael Jackson did.
And he has staying power. Like he's been
the
around.
kid's talented. That's what I'm saying.
And I think maybe the showman or the show person that are what are the little blips in pop culture that are going to stick around. But at the same time, we now, because we have access to everything is evergreen. Everything is always going to be new to somebody. And so you kids in the future are going to have to figure out, what do you want to make? What is your little contribution to this evergreen thing? Because as long as YouTube, Anchor, all these websites don't go down, our voices are now recorded forever. Whether someone saved it or whether someone used a clip of this. So kids have to work. I guess kids are going to have to be more creative. And I think it's an awesome and a horrible time for them to grow up in. It's awesome because they have a portable television recorder studio, and of course your president has to be an actor because he's on TV all the time.
Well, they have access to everything, right? So they have to work harder to get to what they want to get to.
Show it to connect,
but it's also easier to do it. And in the sense of
it's easier because it's
there's just so much more shit to shovel through.
I don't think it's
to get to the Harry Styles.
It seems like it's easier to do it, but the kids that follow through, the Mr. Beast that puts out these things.
That's a great way to put it. I think these kids think Mr. Beast was that guy from the get, where it's like, nah, he showed you his first video, dog. Like that was a long time ago, and it was him talking into a camera. Like there's levels. You got to put in the work like anything else, right? Yeah. We know that, but I don't think kids get that sometimes.
It's consistency.
Yeah, I don't think kids get that sometimes.
No, they think it happens overnight.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
when they discover something overnight, they're like, "Oh, this guy just popped up.
He's amazing." And you're like,
"No, he's been around since 2007."
Yeah. Hurricane Bush. No, you're right.
All right. Well, I did not mean to derail your conversation.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Steve.
You made $2.4 million in streaming revenue.
It was just something that popped in my head with the comments.
I think people would enjoy hearing this kind of stuff because, like,
y'all can do your podcast then.
No, I'm just saying because
me and DJ Easy Dick over here.
DJ Easy Dick.
Because a lot of the stuff, it's just it's just different. Things are so much different.
So much.
Along with these movies, like this is this movie for this week is a perfect example of how
scared the hell out of me.
It's a new type of movie.
Sorry, I thought
it's like you said it perfectly, right? It's a movie that has martial arts in it. And a lot of the movies that we come across are martial arts movies that there's a movie in there somewhere.
They try to make a story about chasing the brother elephant.
Yeah.
that is based on a true story.
It's called Dumbo.
I get you, but a lot of the story was cut out.
God damn. I know we need to find a director's cut to that bitch and see what's any better.
That's the problem is because so much of the story was cut for all the fighting.
Yeah.
It's cut because Americans, you stupid.
Shaolin Soccer can be streamed if Just Watch is correct today. It can be streamed on Paramount Plus for free, or you can rent it pretty much anywhere.
Hey Enrique, how can they get a hold of us, bud?
That was weird.
And
Hey,
R.I.P. Nichelle Nichols. Oh.
R.I.P. somebody else for you.
Who's
there.
that?
Well, you look at your phone. I'm sure it's popped up. But before you look at your phone, tell them where they can get a hold of us, Enrique.
Check out our link tree.
Sorry, bud.
No. It's a big one. It's a big one for him.
linktr.ee/Gung-Fu Super Bros.
Bark, if they want to leave us a voicemail, where can they leave us a voicemail?
661-401-5941 to be part of our show. Rate, review, leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you watch and listen. No, not the voice of the Dodgers.
Yeah, man. The man. All right, guys. Barca, say bye.
Mahalo, folks. Be good humans.
Enrique.
R.I.P. Vin.
Yep. Super Juice Stevens.
Bye.
And remember, my name's Ivan. Love you guys, and we have to create a more comfortable workplace for women. Haven't you seen Ocean's 8? R.I.P. Vin Scully.